Kia ora and welcome to the Cyclone Gabrielle Smash Up podcast with your host, Jeffrey. This episode is called 6 Months On, Grateful. Today marks 6 months since Cyclone Gabrielle wreaked havoc in the Hawke's Bay region of Aotearoa, New Zealand. Many residents are still picking up the pieces. While some are closer to coming back from the brink, others remain in an Armageddon-like state. Several factors seem to account for these differences: insurance claim delays, bottlenecks in the rebuild sectors, and/or awaiting decisions of local authorities. Our former residence in Breckenridge Road has now been demolished, along with the picturesque, tree-lined horseshoe driveway and farm fences which once dotted the landscape. Large trees still line the roadside, however the rest of the property is now barren, definitely eerie and depressing. Our new home in a cul-de-sac in Knightsbridge, Taradale, is cosy, especially during these winter months, thanks to a log-burning fire in the living room which hardly ever goes out. The sun, when out, also streams into different parts of the house throughout the day, helping to keep Mark, Jen and myself, as well as Poodle Teddy, very comfortable. Meanwhile, renovations are in full swing on the property next door, which Jen and Mark purchased earlier this year post-Cyclone Gabrielle. The kitchen has been taken out and a new one is being designed. Both bathrooms are undergoing major transformations. Carpet was pulled up ahead of a replacement going down. Walls and ceilings are being prepped for painting. Once finished, most rooms will look like new. My workplace recently reopened, albeit partially, with some business activity returning to its pre-cyclone location. Rebuilding is ongoing there in a large, fenced-off area in the centre. Most other business activity remains spread across a multitude of temporary sites, including working from home for many colleagues. The rebuild is expected to take another 6 months, with a full return expected in 2024. But for how much longer I will be employed at my current workplace is unclear, due to ongoing restructuring and uncertainty as to whether my role, along with more than 950 colleagues nationwide, will be disestablished or not. Final decisions are expected later this month or early next, followed by recruitment into the more than 450 new roles in this organisation. Currently, I am exploring professional opportunities locally, nationally, and even overseas. In the meantime, I remain positive by focusing on things which I can control and continually striving for better work-life balance. Recently, this has involved not only continuing my weekly 20-kilometre walk, but also, thanks to the continued generosity of my manager, spending extended time working from another city so I could support whānau through a challenging health situation. Relishing quality time with loved ones should never be underestimated, let alone taken for granted. Life is too short and everything can change in an instant. Cyclone Gabrielle definitely drove home these key lessons. And right now, my thoughts are with the people of Maui in Hawaii, who have been impacted by the deadliest natural disaster in that state's history. So, to mark the 6-month anniversary of Cyclone Gabrielle, let's be grateful for everything, whether gigantic, big, small or tiny, and everyone, whether they come into your life for a moment, a day, or a lifetime. To round out this episode, here's a quote from one of my role models, Oprah Winfrey. Be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough.